I'll say something totally inappropriate now, just so you know that I'm not ready to. I will cut everything pre this. I quite fancy Priti Patel. Yeah, no.
Do you
So,
really like?
oh, well,
you've taken a fancy to Priti Patel.
To be honest, I've said this before, haven't I? I said I quite liked Edwina Curry. I quite like a strong, independent black woman.
Conservative. I like conservatives. You ain't got a picture of Margaret Thatcher, have you, anyway?
No. They've still got to be within.
They've got to be alive. Yeah, you got something for like women who have racial tendencies, don't you?
I don't think it's the racialness, because I wouldn't cope with that if I was with somebody and they said something that was inappropriate. I would either
just want to be abused.
I think it's the toughness. I think that's the thing. I think it's like I like strong.
Katie Hopkins. All right, so thank you everyone for listening to Talking to Our Souls. I'd like to thank particular two people who listened to us last week, but by coincidence were probably me and Steve anyway. So we're thanking ourselves.
I'm fed up of listening to it.
Yeah, okay.
Do I hit the fucker as well?
Yeah.
Can I say something? When I put it up on Facebook as a premiere, I think I've had 2 claims against our stream, saying that we were violating people's privileges and we were using copyrighted material. And at first, I thought it was.
Which was?
I thought it was because it said 17 seconds, so I thought it was Browntown, but I think it was from the original copyright holders of Petulia Clark's Downtown. So I said, look, it's parody. It's not even Downtown, and I made a claim against it, and they released it within 2 hours. They said that's fine. So yeah, the next night I think I don't know which one it was. I think it was the one with Sajid Javid, or as you would say, Sajid Javid. Savage. It was it was claimed that 2 minutes and 52 seconds of our video was content protection enforcement team. And that's quite scary, isn't it? If you get a notification saying the content protection enforcement scheme has claimed that 2 minutes and 45 seconds of my and your talking belonged to them. So I disputed it. I said, explain to me exactly where the 2 minutes and 42 seconds are that belong to you. And they just released the claim within an hour.
I mean, I don't think you've got 2 minutes 45 seconds of any good material. I want to claim.
I don't know. Say Sajid Javid again. I mean, that's worth that. That runs on its own. That does.
Sajid Javid.
Has he? But we could talk about freedom. That was it. Freedom. We're all free, aren't we? We're allowed out.
Oh God.
Have you been out?
Freedom. I've been out every bloody day.
I was in Morrison's the other day, and I was walking along the aisles, and I heard this horrendous sneeze, and I looked up, and a man was putting his mask back on. He'd taken his mask off to sneeze, and then he put it back on. No wonder we're all doomed.
I mean, well, maybe it's just a habit. Maybe imagine what he does when he breaks wind.
Pulls his pants down.
Yeah. You hear a noise, you turn around, and he's putting his trousers back on. Yeah. You don't want to catch him at a bad time, do you? So.
No. Oh.
Yeah, be thankful. Be thankful.
For small mercies.
Nothing else.
Yeah, rather it was green than brown around the town. I am so frustrated with the anti-vaxxers and the anti-maskers and that. But somebody actually said that masks are no good because when you fart and you're wearing underpants, people can still smell it. And that's why you shouldn't have to wear a mask.
Well, maybe they need a what do they call it? FP3 filtered one.
FP3 tidy whities.
Might be get a few of the surgical masks and stick them around the back of your underpants. Test it out.
But if you think of it logically, right? Logically, the reason why people wear masks at the moment in this pandemic is to stop it coming out, not coming in.
Yeah.
Right. So I believe if you say, "Oh, if I fart in my underpants, you can still smell it." So yeah, but then check your skid marks. It is stopping something coming out. Have I gone too far? Is that gone too graphic? But do you know what I mean? I don't understand why people moan.
You know, I thought we'd try and keep the show a bit highbrow, Steve. I mean, when in question time would you hear someone try and use that explanation about we're not wearing a mask? Yeah.
I'll tell you who would say it. Nigel Farage. Do you, Nigel Farage?
No.
Not my underpants. Not my underpants. Not my fishermen.
Actually,
not my.
It's funny. I was watching. I don't know if you watched it. GB News.
I haven't. I've seen a little clip, and that was enough.
I watch it just for the entertainment value. Oh my god! Yeah, he was on there yesterday. Nigel Farage. He's got his own show on there.
I read a headline that's saying that they've brought him in to save the ratings because nobody's watching it, apart from Av Singh.
He had Monty Panessa on there talking about the cricket, and it's called. How about it's called? His show is called. There's a break in the show. It's called like a pint with Farage or something, and he's got an actual pint in front of his desk.
Point with Nige. It must be a point with Nige because he's one of the people, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah. Something like that. And then Monty Panessa had orange juice, and he goes, "It's talking about the cricket," and he goes, "Mr. Monty Panessa," he goes, I don't think this country's racist, do you? Right? And Monty Panessa, he didn't say, no, it's not. And he's trying to get the answers. He wanted to say, no, it's not a racist country, but he didn't say it.
I'm sure it's perfectly all right for me to say this country isn't racist, right? I've got my fingers crossed and my tongue in my cheek. Now you say it. You can't, can you? You can't say it. And they're asking the wrong fucking people. You can't expect tighty whities to go out and say, this country's not racist. Of course they're going to say that.
No, before anyone sort of jumps to conclusions, I don't think everyone in this country is racist. All right. I'm not saying...
Oh, no, of course not everyone.
Not me being quiet doesn't mean I think the country is racist. No.
But you must have experience. I just think it's the people who are white they've never experienced it, so they can't. I think they can't make an informed opinion. If it's not happened to you, you can't make an informed opinion.
Well, I think the racist people, they should send them to Scotland.
Don't
get abused by the Scottish.
Don't. I've got some friends now. You know Elliot as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Since lockdown in Scotland, and they're all very, very anti. I would say English, but it's more conservative, and the way the English country has been growing up over the last 200, 300 years. But the worst word in the world, swear word, and I know you don't like it when I swear, so I'm not going to say the C word, but I said, what's worse than the C word in Scotland? And he went, Tory. So, you know what I mean? You can't send the racists up to Scotland. They'd chew them up and eat them. They'd fry them with their Mars bars. He's so charming. He's like, he says, he lied. Like, I think it was that Labour MP yesterday who called him a liar in Parliament and she got kicked out. She was being interviewed, and she said, "But he says all this, but he just does it to be charming. He's just a charming man telling lies. That's what he wants. He wants to be liked. He doesn't care as long as he's liked, and he won't say anything that's going to upset people, and that's why he lies."
But the one thing that annoys me about Houses of Parliament, right, is to say the right honourable member. I'm thinking everyone's the right honourable member. I'm thinking you have not earned surely the right to be called the right honourable member. Yeah, maybe you should call him the right member and wait till they deserve to get be honourable before they put in.
Can we have the right member, the left member, the Scottish member? the green member, and unfortunately the red member.
Yeah. Can we have this member, that member? Actually, you've earned the right to be called honourable. We'll call you honourable member. And if you are a twat, then call them the twat member.
There'd be too many of that, though, wouldn't they? You go twat member, and then everyone would stand up. On Freedom Day, we're recording this, I think, 4 days after Freedom Day, and on Freedom Day, the leader of the country, the health secretary for the country, and the chancellor of the exchequer for the country were all self-isolating because they had either come in contact with COVID or had COVID. So that is what's happened on Freedom Day. The 3 top cabinet ministers couldn't come out to play on Freedom Day.
It was Sajid Javid's fault.
Do you think he got it off? I reckon he got it off Ed Sheeran.
Oh, was he Ed Sheeran?
I was trying it all in. I was trying to tie it all in for the other one. He must have. Savage Javid would have gone to Wembley to see the football.
Nah, he's too much of a savage. He'd be playing on the floor, slide tackling everyone. He's a savage.
No, right. To be fair, you're just calling him a savage because he's the right honourable member for Bromsgrove. But in Bromsgrove, they're very far from being savage. They'd all have cucumber sandwiches and play croquet in Bromsgrove.
Posh my ass. They'll put it on. I reckon they'll put it on.
Oh, blimey, darling, what a fucking day I've had at the office.
No, let's go racial. All right, my dear. I've had a bloody day today. Oh God.
Avsing is the impressionist. I cannot do that impression for many, many reasons. One of these, I'm not very good at impressions.
Oh, dearie me. I tell you, that bloody body, she gave me a bloody headaches. That and the COVID.
Is that headaches? Is that? I like the word headaches. Headaches is like some sort of better mail delivery than FedEx.
I tell you, that bloody Priti Patel, she's so racist.
No, please don't mention Priti Patel. Jesus Christ. The nurses, the police, everyone's up in arms.
She's making my blood bubbles, I tell you that.
Blood bubbles. I don't know if I have to put a disclaimer at any point now.
It would be funny if I say it's like that when he goes home. Like, imagine if Boris insists that when they're in the office, they all have to put an accent. Right, you lot. I'm in charge. I'm the leader. Now I want you to sound bloody Indian when you speak to me. I want to feel like I'm in an Indian restaurant.
No, damn you! I think you've gone too far. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that has gone too far. I'm just going to say, if it has, I did come in and say, I think you've gone too far. But I went.
Rishi, do it, Rishi. I made you the bloody.
I bet he couldn't do an accent. Oh, Rishi.
God,
I bet he's got one voice. One voice.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Boris. Okay, Mr. Boris.
I'm going to stop
You're
this.
the man in the charges.
I'm going to stop this. Anyway, so I will apologise for any offence, any tidy whitey took of my friend Av doing accents. We're in the middle.
Talking about, mate.
We're talking about, mate. Yeah, are we talking about the ping? Are we talking about the ping-demic? Very late, like.
Oh gosh.
Ping. I don't know if I like the word ping-demic. Have you been?
Someone trying to be clever, and it's not the ping-demic. Not yet. Not yet.
Like it's not. It's like, but they say it's like ping-demic. Like all the other.
Deleted it.
Yeah, I never downloaded it because it was never ever going to work because of 80% of people needed to download it for start, which is the same number of people who need to be vaccinated before we can go out and not have passports. But I think 18% of people didn't have the right phones for it to be downloaded on anyway. So it never got above 65% world circulation. So it was never going to work.
I was going to say, if Sajid Javid got pinged, didn't he? Oh my bloody gods!
Right. I'm gonna.
Oh.
I don't know where Av is really. I know he's in Wolverhampton, but no, right? Savage Javid. Savage. Yeah, no, right. You said he got pinged, right? It doesn't matter if he got pinged because he doesn't have to self-isolate if you get pinged. You only have to self-isolate if you get told by the NHS. A ping apparently is not obligatory. It's what I've heard. The NHS app is not, because I know you like the word obligatory. The NHS app is not law, but NHS, if they ring you, it is law. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I heard the other day. Perhaps I ought to
double check it. Yeah,
double check. Let me do it. Yeah, I just have fact checked that, and it is absolutely right. Maybe we've all been subjected to heat rash thing, whatever it's called, heat strokes.
Maybe, Steve. I know we're not going to do accents anymore, but I reckon this could be one of the most popular podcasts that we've done. I imagine a lot of racists laughing at this.
Yeah, but I don't know though. Do you know? Oh, let's talk. Let's do it. Let's talk about racists, right? Fucking Tommy Robinson yesterday fined £600,000 for having a go at a refugee schoolboy who may have been slightly to blame, may not have been. We don't know. Tommy Robinson seems to think that he was, but he was fined £600,000. That's got to be good news, isn't it? Twat. Not the kid, Tommy Robinson. And I loved him in Blackadder.
I have a cunning plan to be racist.
To be racist? That's not an accent. What is that? Racist.
Has he even got £600,000?
Do you know this is the thing, because the court now have the ability to look into his finances, so they can find out exactly where he's getting his money is, because he's getting money from like right wing. I don't want to use the word fascists. Right wing people from America. So like people fund him. People fund him
from America
for spouting shit. Yeah, I think his name was Donald.
He's got
Donald somebody. Donald.
He's got
Duck. Donald Duck.
Yeah, but the pingdemic. I mean, was it 600,000 people got pinged?
But you know why?
The shelves are getting emptied. The shelves are getting emptied.
But you know why they're getting pinged?
Freedom Day.
Well, yeah. Well, it was before Freedom Day. It was like Silverstone, Wimbledon, Wembley, European football. Right, everyone's going out spreading the virus, and although hopefully not as many people are getting it. I mean, not as many people are going to hospital. Having said that, 300 people have died in 4 days. So take your own look at it. That's why people are being pinged, because everyone's coming into contact with people who've got the virus.
Pingu.
What colour is Pingu?
Black. I think she would probably pay someone £54 million to stop him coming over in the first place.
That's mad, isn't it? That is mad. Even the backbenchers are saying that's mad. The French are just going to pocket the money and just carry on. Nothing's going to change.
I'm saying, the police officers' pay rise. That's where it went, over to France. Yeah.
That's right. That's the whole thing shocks me. It comes to something, doesn't it? That the Home Secretary is in charge of the police, and the police force that you're in charge in have just given you a vote of no confidence because they have no confidence in you as a boss.
I mean, don't forget, when she was working under Theresa May, she was sacked, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, only because she lied.
Yeah. Oh my God, she's a liar.
Well, I would have to ask you to leave the Houses of Parliament if you stay there, if you don't take that back.
That's all. Okay, I'm going. Bye-bye.
Boris has made it so much easier now for everyone to lie, because like before, if you lied or you did something that brought your job into disrepute, you would resign. But now anything goes.
It pisses me off when you say MPs and ask them a question. But our performance in the World Cup was amazing. But that's not the question I've just asked you. I've asked you about deportation. Well, let's be clear. There are black players and there are white players. And our track record is that we support white people. Let's be clear about that.
That's how they answer. They don't answer. They don't. They just say what they have to say. And then they lie.
Is this a racist country? Is this a racist country, Prime Minister? Well, racism it is spelled with a capital R. But in this instance, the country has been made indicating a lot of racial tendencies. But in the country racist, sort of just been pinged.
There was a little bit in there worked, Av, but I wouldn't worry about it because all I'm just going to put in is racist accents.
Yeah, I'm going to get someone from Sri Lanka. What are you doing in my bloody accents for, huh? I'm doing an Indian accent. No, you're doing a bloody Sri Lankan accent.
Sri Lanka? I didn't know you were so gifted in voices. Next week, we're going to do a segment called Voices from Around the World. Australia.
Good day, mate.
Hey, Av, I saw on your Facebook page the other day that you posted something about Katie Hopkins being kicked out of Australia.
Yeah, I thought the irony of someone like her being deported. I was thinking, I was laughing my ass off. I was like, fantastic. Then I realised, oh, she's coming back here, and I thought, bloody hell.
Do you know? I'll tell you this. Do you know what she was doing in Australia? I mean, do you know why she got deported?
Racist?
Kicked out? No, she was in a quarantine hotel before she was to join the Big Brother house, and she kept coming out without her masks on. But do you know where my brother is at the moment?
Where?
He's in Australia. And do you know what his job is? He spent 8 months learning how to shoot a firearm to become a security officer. He is now a security guard in a quarantine hotel in Australia. And he sits at the end of the corridor reading his book. And if anyone comes out of the door when they're not meant to be, he shoots them.
But it'd be funny if you have Nigel Farage, and then she could be the weather lady. Today, the Channel crossing is clear, so we're going to have a lot more immigrants coming over in the first wave. No.
Yeah. The isotopic bars are very high, which means there'll be a lot of pressure on the UK border forces.
We're just giving £54 million to France, and they're still coming over, I'm afraid, Nigel. No. Actually, it's funny because we've gone back to him, but he was actually at the Channel on a boat on GB News.
Oh, on GB, I know he was on my niece's Facebook about saying, "Look at all these people coming over on the boats. Look at them." He didn't help them. Like they're all sinking and they're falling off and dying. He didn't help them. Just look at them.
The funny thing was, he was interviewing, I think, someone who used to work for, I'm not sure, is it Amnesty International or some sort of charity, right?
Good organisation. I'm a member of Amnesty.
He goes, oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell Nigel. He was interviewing him, and he goes, look at this picture. And he was like a refugee, and he's got this. It's like, all right, and he goes, he's come over here, and I look at his picture. What does it tell you? What do you see in that picture? This man's coming over here. Look at him. And he goes, I look at a man who's relieved to be somewhere safe, right? I was thinking, he's trying to use imagery of a single man, right? Who's looking a bit rough, right? And stoke up, like, anger, I would say. Here's a picture of a dodgy looking refugee. He's come over here to take your money. How does that make you feel? That's what he means.
No, it's like it's bollocks, because it's like this is a human being. What would you do to help them? That's all you should say. You don't give them names. They're, we're all the same. If you cut us, do we not bleed? Is it 3 billionaires? No, 2 millionaires have gone into space, or on the outskirts of space. And a lot of people, I've noticed on Facebook, are saying all this money that these millionaires have got, and they're wasting it by going into space. I actually am not happy about that. I think going into space is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Or am I wrong?
I was reading something earlier on, stuff or something. Somebody got pissed off saying, "Well, no, you're not an astronaut because you didn't go." Yeah. You didn't fulfill all the criteria to be classed as an astronaut. But I would say you've been pretty much met all the criteria for being an ass.
Well, was it Bezos, the Amazon guy, went up for a second, didn't he?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff, obviously. He sends me parcels every day, so he must be my mate. But he, right, which I think is genius, none of them, it was an automated rocket, wasn't it? They just sat there and it was a remote controlled rocket flown up above them. So I can understand that being less astronauty. But it's a good way to fly.
And he took an 86-year-old woman, didn't he, up there?
I don't know what his personal life is.
I know.
But he also took a young child as well to keep an eye on him.
But it was like a millionaire's son, wasn't it? Something like that.
Of course it was a millionaire's son. It can't have been. You know what I mean? Oh, what do you want to do today? I want to go up to space. All right, then I'll see if I get somebody happy to hold for you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just, I think what pissed me off more than anything else was actually there's two things that pissed me off. One was his cowboy hat. Cowboy hat. He really thought, I've been in space. I'm going to wear a cowboy hat. I am so cool. Right. And the second thing was, I like to thank all the Amazon workers and all the Amazon shoppers for getting me up here. And I was thinking,
he said exactly. He said,
I want to thank every Amazon employee and every Amazon customer, because you guys paid for all of this.
Every motherfucker that's given him money, that's why he's been able to get up there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So these Amazon workers out. I said the Amazon workers who next time you're running back from having a piss, just remember he said thank you. He's one of the cowboy hat.
But I don't really have a problem. They both started their businesses from like I think Richard Branson was in a little room, a broom cupboard, and Jeff Bezos was in his garage, and they started from nothing. And look at them now. I don't have a problem with them earning money because they put the work in. Although Richard Branson has started to talk a lot of bollocks in the last 10 or 15 years, but he was great when Mike Oldfield released Tubular Bells. That was when it was good, and he had his own houseboat on the Thames. That's the Richard Branson I remember.
I'm waiting for Priti Patel to go to space and not come back. You need to get to the police and nurses, really.
No.
Javid.
That's a good thing. Let's have a go at the nurses. 3% pay rise, right? What the fucking hell do they want? Blood. They were offered a 1% pay rise, which would have been a pay cut. Now they've been offered 3%. We should all thank ourselves that we've got a government that cares.
Well, I would want to know. I'm sure the government gave themselves a pay rise not long ago, didn't they?
I think they're going to give themselves another one. I do see things getting worse, and I don't think it's down to the pandemic completely. I do think it's down to the 23rd of June, 2016.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah.
I've just been pinged. I've got to self-isolate.
We're with you when you fight.